Hi!
Hi!
Welcome back to the nonsense of Hammer.
Oh my god.
Where I'm already regretting getting up this morning.
I'm so stressed. I don't like it.
What is happening, Emma? What are you
We're,
putting us through?
We are playing 4,000 point armies. Both of us. Rock on.
Yeah.
Because, why not? Because it's the 1st of June.
No, this is the 15th of June.
Oh, sorry, yeah, this is the 15th of June.
Well, currently it's May, but...
Yeah, currently it's, yesterday was VE Day. But, this video's going out in June, and there's, agreements might change. This video's going out in June, and what usually happens in June is it's a new General's Handbook. So, we've got 3 games left. We're not playing 3 games, this is not a 3-game video.
We could play them in our own personal time.
We could play them in our own personal time. What we are doing, to go out with a bang, or a whimper,
A fizzle.
both of us have a 4,000 point army. Well, ish.
Kind of, yeah.
So we kind of wrote 2 2,000 point lists, or like, you know, as close to fully legal, in regiments, in drops, all of the nonsense. And then we've put them together to make one big army.
Yeah, because you own, literally, taking one unit out, you own 4,000 points of Stormcast, which is impressive. Well done.
Thank you, thank you. I've been collecting for a long time.
The largest army I have was 2,300 or something points, which is my Ironjawz, apparently.
Well, we would just say, I've just realised I've been collecting so much Stormcast, and yet half of these, no, not half, that's unfair. A quarter of my army is not painted.
I mean, you've been very busy, and also...
I don't like painting.
There's that thing of, like, you've been learning things, and... You know, you need to find the synergies.
Got into Skullblight Gravelords and like quite a lot of the unpainted ones are the models that I don't really use. So, but then some of them are fucking awesome, and I should use them more.
Yeah. So, as you'll notice there, the Stormcast are one of the armies. Unfortunately, as you'll notice from me just saying that the largest thing I owned is Ironjawz.
Yeah.
We've made a biggest war, but I won't be using the big war rules today. You can now continue watching this video rather than going, oh god, he's using big war. So for the sake of balance and things like that...
That boy is dusty.
That boy over there is dusty. The Gnash Tooth is unfortunately one of the most unloved of my models.
So dusty, I've just looked at his base.
So what we've done is we've written 2 2,000 point lists as if you were taking a list. I've written a 2,000 point list of Ironjawz, a 2,000 point list of Kruleboyz. You've written 2 2,000 point lists of Stormcasts, and we've smushed them together. So the Stormcasts are now 4,000 points of Stormcast with 2 regiment abilities of Bleak Citadels and
Lightning Echelon.
You've got 2 hero traits, 2 artifacts of power.
Yep.
You'll be able to use the rules that we're doing essentially as if it's a once per game, it's now a 2 per game.
Yeah.
But then also every other restriction applies. So for on my side of things, I can't use Gobsprak, who will be in the show, to do spells from the Ironjawz spell list because we're not doing Big War. No. We're doing Kruleboyz and Ironjawz coming together at the culmination of... They were like, you know what? The leaders are the Mega Boss on Moorcrusher, Bressic and Gobsprak, and the 2 of them went, you know what, for ease, we're not going to try, like, coordinate this. You do your thing, I do my thing, but we'll kill the pair of them.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about lists.
Let's talk about lists. I was picking my tactics, getting my cards out.
That's fine. That's also the thing, to make scoring still fairly balanced as well.
Yeah.
Where the entire 4,000 points are doing 2 battle tactics between the 2 of them.
Imagine if we did 4.
No. And then the control 1, control 2, control more of the battle plan will also apply. So let's quickly do the lists.
Okay.
Do you want me to go first or do you want to go first?
You can go first.
So I'll go through in Ironjawz then Kruleboyz because I've got the Ironjawz open. So I'm using a variation of my tournament list from earlier this year or back end of last year. Because of the points drops, my list became 1,800 points rather than the near 2,000 I took to Scotland nearly a year ago. So I have, in my General's Regiment, Mega Boss on Moorcrusher, as mentioned. He's got the Madden trait and the Mega Bossy trait, so he will be doing the Ironjawz have carried on the little green goblin starey mask. And his mega bossy is essentially if someone, once he's charged in a turn, he gives a 12 or 18 inch aura of +1 to charge for every Ironjaw in vicinity. See, Ironjaw's not Orruks. Otherwise, the Kruleboyz would also be buffing.
So your Kruleboyz are mostly shooty, right?
Yeah. There are some smashy boys in there. We'll get to them. Okay. We've got a reinforced unit of brutes with 2 gore choppers. Next to that is Rhino himself, the mega boss on foot. Following somewhere over the way is Tuskboss on Morgrunter, yet to be named, but I'm sure there'll be some fun little nickname for him, as the Gorgrunters all have pig-related names like Kevin Bacon and Derek Trotter. Anyway, that's Regiment 1. Then we've got Regiment 2 and 3 are fairly similar. You just replace the hero leading. So we've got a War Chanter with a set of 10 Hard Boys and a set of 3 soggy Gorgrunters. The other one, exactly same regiment, but changed the War Chanter for a Weird Enough Shaman. The other artefact I have in the list is with Rhino, or the Mega Boss on foot, who has the Amberstone Whetstone. That is the regiments for the Ironjawz. They have the usual spells and laws, so we've got War Beats and Law of the Weird, and both, because they both use them, will be using the manifestations of Gork and Morka. We'll then move in to the Gobsprax Boys list.
Gobsprax Boys.
So leading the Kruleboyz element of the list is Gobsprak as the general with a Beast Skewer Killbow, a Breaker Boss on Brute Troggoth, and 2 reinforced units of Manskewer Bolt Boys. Regiment 1 for this army is a Snatcher Boss on Sludge Raker Beast, with 2 sets of 10 Gut Rippers and a Merc Knob with Belcher Banner.
Lovely.
Regiment 2 is a Soggy Killer Boss on Gnashtooth, or a Dusty Killer Boss on Gnashtooth, which is being...
Welcome Dusty Springfield.
Which is also, I believe he's the Hitcher, but we'll get there. And then there's also somewhere
I forgot about the Hitcher.
In the swamp that is this army list, there is a Killer Boss with Stabgrot on foot. And then finally, the final regiment is a single Swamp Collar Shaman with Potgrot, with a Swamp Staff to add 1 to his spells, and a Slippery Scumbag, so if he gets in combat, he will be legging it on a 3+.
It's taken us an hour to set up, including the terrain, the map, and everything.
Oh, I know.
Armies.
I know.
It's stressful.
So, let's talk about the weirdly small in models.
It's very small in models, but it's big in...
Charisma.
Charisma.
The charisma of Stormcast.
So, I've made some changes to it, so I will send you a new list. That's what I was typing. But
the Edict of Bane.
The Edict of Bane.
Oh, just before you jump in, my battle tactics, because they're the only other part I didn't do, there will be Intercept and Recover and Restless Energy, because I said last time, I'm a basic bitch, and I like those too.
Mine are Intercept and Recover and Master the Paths. Oh. So, welcome to list 001. Because they're both Stormcast, they are list 001 and 002. 001 is the Lightning Echelon. Yes, I know my battery's 10%, calm down. So, our general is Karazai the Scarred, and then 2 sets of Liberators. We then, in Regiment number 1, please, we have Lord Relictor, who has Envoy of the Heavens. So if a Stormcast was destroyed in the previous turn, pick a visible unit within 12 inches of Relictor. They have a 5+ ward till the start of my next turn. And the Null Pendant, once per battle, which I think I've been doing this wrong all this time. Once per battle, if you're in combat with an enemy, at the end of a turn, you can detract 5 from their OC. That's lovely for us, isn't it?
I don't think you use the Null Pendant.
I never get a chance to, he dies. And then we've got some Annihilators with Meteoric Grandhammers, currently in the Celestial Realm with Karazai. We have Lord Terry Terminos, and we have some Reclusions. Regiment number 2, Lord Veritant. I've just realised that should be on somebody else, but I'll sort that out in a minute. We have Lord Veritant, who is there with his Griff Crow. We have a reinforced set of Annihilators with Grandhammers.
I should never have told you how to reinforce.
And we have Garda Steel Soul. And then Regiment number 3, we have Lord Imperatant and DCI Bones by himself.
I'm surprised you haven't reinforced the Liberators and the Vindictors, but continue, please.
I didn't think of doing it, to be fair. Anyway, list 002. This is the one that's 2,000 points on the dot. We have Lord Commander Bastian Cartholis. Commander Bastian Cartholis as the general.
Ballbag himself.
Ballbag himself, big swinging dick. We have a set of Dracothian Guard Fulminators, We have the Stormdrake Guard, which are being played today by a single Stormdrake and a Knight Draconis. Knight Draconis is playing the other Stormdrake Guard.
He's an actor, don't you know?
An actor. He's very good. They both have a Drake Rider's Lance. I lost my train of thought. We also have a set of Vindictors. Regiment number 1, we have Lord Veritant. Right, this is where I've gone wrong. I've put Lord Veritant in twice and I shouldn't have done.
Maybe you could have that model back that you thought you didn't.
We'll sort it out, what I've done. But I've got the Quicksilver Draft, which is once per battle, any combat, this unit has Strike First. He also has Shock and Awe. So he can be set up using Signs of the Storm ability. I'm not going to give it to him. I've not set him up in the Celestial Realm. But if something does come down from the Celestial Realm within 12 inches of him, I get to subtract 1 from hit rolls that target them for the rest of the battle round. Lovely. We love it. And some Vindictors. Then Regiment number 2, we have Neve, Black Talon, Lorai, Child of the Abyss, and Neve's Companions, all in a regiment by themselves. Regiment number 3, Iridan the Witness, currently in the Celestial Realm. Regiment number 4, because I was trying to limit the number of auxiliaries I had, Taurus the Redeemed. We're very hero heavy, which was another reason why I didn't reinforce the Vindictors and the Liberators, because I needed separate units of foot soldiers.
Board control.
Board control. And then I've got 2 auxiliary units, Lord Celestant on Dracoth and Lord Vigilant on Gryffstalker. So what I need to do is take out the other Lord Veritant and my list goes down by 110 points.
Fun.
Yes, because he can only be in there once and somehow I've put him in twice.
Well, that's the drops.
Yeah,
that's the list.
drops.
We now need to know what
I
actual
was
game
11 drops.
I was 7.
Oh.
We are efficient, but
We are.
assholes in the Orruk Warclans.
I tried to make that smaller and in the end I gave up trying because I went, I just can't be bothered to do that.
I'm going to have a genuine conversation with you when we stop, or when we're not talky bits.
Hopefully when we're not talking we can open a window because it's really warm in here.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh my god.
It's the pressure of being so great.
So I'm sweating with my greatness.
So, as you may see as we've panned over the board already, but also you'll see as we do a general pan over as well, General Panover. That's one of the lesser known Star Wars characters. We have... That was a dumb joke, I'm sorry. There are 3 objectives on each half of the board, spanning across the long edges in the middle of home territories. There's no man's land. It literally goes up to the centre for each territory.
Yep.
We are playing Creeping Corruption would be the words I should have said before that part.
Ooh.
So, there are 6 objectives, as we've just said. Quite easy scoring.
Yep.
5 points if you control 1.
Yep.
3 points if you control 2 or more.
Yep.
2 points if you control more than your opponent.
Yep.
So the usual happiness. The only part that will make a little bit of a headache is the underdog twist.
Ooh.
So if you are the underdog, you can use, you don't have to use, pulsing life energies. Pick an objective you control and one other objective, whether you control it or not. Draw a line between the centres of those objectives.
Right.
Then choose propagation. Propagation? That's propagation, isn't it?
Propagation.
I am so silly. Propagation or corruption. That's a word I know.
That one says the.
Okay, thank you. I'm playing Ironjawz, I'm not dumb. Anyway,
I don't know, yours think they're invisible and royal and all sorts.
That's 40k. But also, we think we're Stormcasting this one.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
So propagation is, if you pick the propagation ability, you'll add 1 to cast rolls, chanting and banishment rolls for each unit crossed by that line for the rest of the battle round.
That's the battle round.
If you do corruption, you'll inflict D3 mortal damage on each unit that was crossed by the line.
Okay.
So at the beginning of our round, you do a line, and then you do the underdog feat.
You'll not be doing any drugs in this game.
You draw a line, and then you pick if you're going to give magic, buffing, or damage to those things. Yes. That is the list, that is the game. I am the shorter list, so I get to say who's going to go first.
Man.
We're not getting into this. Not getting into this on camera.
Stan a short king.
I am 5'10" or 5'11", I don't know.
You were like closer to 5'11".
But it doesn't matter.
No.
Because either way, it's above it's above the national average, so I don't know why I keep getting called short. Anyway.
Who called you short?
You two. It's almost like you're picking on me, and I don't like it. So do you know why I'm going to win this game? For the short kings.
Short king.
We're going to win this together,
look
boys.
At them. They're all little squat sort of...
They're the fire slayers! Anyway, I've got 7 drops, you've got 11. You're going to go first. Because then I get you to come closer, and then I delete whatever's in range.
Okay, what if I don't move?
Then I will have to run closer, and then delete whatever in range.
Okay, fine.
Are you ready for this?
Yes, I am.
I'm not. Back in a moment for Stormcast Turn 1, and potentially Turn 1 in general. If nothing happens in the Stormcast Turn, we'll just do a quick wrap up, and then we'll get into the proper back and forths.
Yeah.
Back in a moment.
But Turn 1, we lost 2 things. But it's okay, because usually what happens in turn 1 of Warhammer is that you move and then you're still too far away to get in to stuff. So you just go, oh, that's the end of my turn. But no. We decided, first of all, we used Bastion's ability and deployment to move 3 infantry units forwards their normal amount of movement. So we had some things that were already moved forward. Then I moved my front line forwards during movement. Basically, we ended up with Lord Vigilant in combat by combat time, the Fulminators in combat by combat time, and the Liberators, or one set of the Liberators in combat by combat time. All 3 of those units died, but we have also put some damage on the Orcs in return. But I'm okay with it, because some of them may have to die, and I'm fine with that. In true Lord Farquaad style, it's fine, mate. It's balls, isn't it? I believe
some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. It's the line you're trying to do.
No, I was fine with me. Some of you may die, but balls, isn't it? Shit happens. So that's where we are. We've got it's quite terrifying to look at your army, because I'm looking at your side and it's just dense models.
Mm-hmm.
And they're dense models.
How dare.
Look at my side, there's quite a lot of green space.
I need to point out to you, I'm going to show this to the board so everyone can see.
But look at it, that is like a solid wall of model.
You see these yellow ones?
Oh no.
You see these yellow ones that look like Stormcast because they've painted themselves to be Stormcast?
Yes, they look like Stormcast.
But they're brutal but cunning. So they'll do smashy things, but sometimes they'll be smart about it.
I'm using this little terrain piece as a place where my dice live.
And then you see the big bird, and all the little green and red things.
I do see the big bird.
These are Kruleboyz,
I'm gonna shoot
which are cunning but brutal. So they're smart, but sometimes they'll be stabby as well. So there is cleverness. How dare you suggest that we are
The
dense?
first lot are brutal but cunning.
Yes.
And the second lot are cunning but brutal.
Yes.
That's the same.
No, it's not. We're very different. You can't. We're not the same.
That's the same.
We had a split in the book and everything. You can't tell us otherwise.
But they are all one thing but one thing else.
No.
And it's the same.
You follow Gorka Morka. I follow Morka Gorka.
That's the same!
It's Gorka and or Morka.
But what I do get to do is, with my Envoy of the Heavens ability for Relictor, is if a Stormcast unit was destroyed in my turn, I get to, in my next hero phase, I believe it is, give a ward of 5+ to a unit within 12 inches of me. Yeah, in my hero phase, I get to give a ward of 5+ to something, so that's nice.
Yes. Yeah, you've got to remember the lore of the Orruk Warclans, which is why they are split up the way they are, is that one of them follows the god they follow is a two-headed god, and one of them is smarter than the other, apparently.
Yes.
But they both argue with one another, so they both are doing the same thing. They're following the same god of Gorka Morka. It's just that one of them,
my shaker.
yeah, one of them follows the cunning but brutal head. The other one follows the brutal but cunning.
We gave Viggy, Lord Vigilant, Viggy, can you hear me? That's what I'm going to call him. He hasn't actually got a proper name, so he's now Scott Bakula. Quantum Sheep. We gave him Finest Hour, so he had +1 to his wounds, +1 to his saves. So he all-out attacked, which meant that the +1 to his save, because I'd all-out attacked, it made my save worse by 1. The +1 to his save just brought his save back to normal, so your rend was just normal rend, not like worse by 1.
Yeah, it's been a very heady turn with combat abilities and things like that.
Yeah.
Because of your army
Never
being
happens.
4,000 points of Stormcast, everything of
Yeah.
yours is twice per turn or twice per game.
Yeah.
I'm doing once per turn on the Ironjawz and once per turn on the Kruleboyz,
Yeah.
but anything that can be used by the entire 4,000 is twice per turn as well. So you had 2 all-out attacks and
Yeah.
all-out defences, which was very weird. But then also,
Yeah.
because I was under points on both 2,000 under point lists, I started on 10 CP, you started on 8 CP because you were over. And whilst
Which
we
I've
remember...
timed right, because I've now got 4 left.
Yeah. Just whilst we remember, you had your Veritant that you've
Yeah.
replaced with a set of Annihilators with shields, which you
are, by
popped
the way.
back there. So the
They
list,
landed. Oh yeah, they landed from the Celestial Realm, so they're there.
yeah, the list has been tidied up and done that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah. I'm actually happy with what I did. I know that 3 things died, but I'm all right with it.
Yeah. You are currently on 8 points to 0. As we come into the Ironjawz. Not
Yeah.
Ironjawz, the Kruleboyz. No, which one's leading? The
Warg.
the Uncivil War.
Oh, there you go. That's a good name. Mine is just the Bad Boys.
Because my big war army used to be the Civil War. This is now the Uncivil War because they couldn't agree on a big war.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway,
Exactly.
anything else before we jump into?
I am fine. I'm fine. Yeah, nothing. I've just got to check something in my book, but happy with what I've done and ready to continue on.
That's fine. Right, back in a moment for Uncivil War Turn 1.
Yeah. that a warg?
Ah! We did call a one.
I'm going to bring this down to see the board.
So,
Look at all the greens, both.
you may notice that the massive dense wall of orcs has moved forwards. So, I can't even tell you what happened anymore. We tried to do a massive spells, none of which seemed to do anything because Unbound and one also did a mortal to the poor little Weird Enough Shaman. We rallied the big pig to try and get him some health back, and I'm kind of glad he did because he was on 4 taken and he's taken 8 in the round, which brings him would have killed him essentially this turn. And then everything just full sended. We put the Gut Rippers over here, got given the Sludge Raker Venom keyword from the Sludge Raker Beast. We did a dirty trick and gave these guys 5s crit rather than just 6s, but that didn't really affect anyone.
These guys here?
No, the Manscube Old Boys back here.
Sorry.
We gave the killer beat on the Bubble of 10 Brutes, which, as you can see, has dealt with some problems, but there's enough for some more. And that was kind of the hero phase. There wasn't much else that we mighty destroyed forwards slightly with the War Chanter to make sure they were in range
I'm
to
just
give the
zooming
kill
in on
route.
Bastion.
That's fine.
It's going to be his turn soon.
So that was the hero phase.
Yeah.
You didn't do much in hero phase either.
No. I uncast a spell from you.
Yes. Movement phase, we basically just marched forwards with everything. So the Maw Crusher and the Brutes and the Mega Boss came forward up the front, in the middle. The Gut Rippers, the Gore Grunters, the Sludge Raker Beast came forwards up this way. And over this way, the Gore Grunters, the Big Pig, and the Gut Rippers came forward over here, leaving bits at the back to try to stop your Celestial Rams coming down and just ruining my fun. But also just going because there's too much to move. We have done a nice kind of like spearhead blitzkrieg, and I know they didn't go well in the war, but
I'm sorry. Are you German?
no, that's apparently with wording. That's the Fire Slayers.
Didn't go well in the World Cup either.
Holding on to the 50s, I see.
60s.
I don't know, I wasn't a sports fan. That's why we're playing Warhammer.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we don't do sports.
The only other thing that happened was my Nashtooth did his slippery little thing where he was on the edge, Holly within 6 of a battlefield edge, so he came back over here to be Holly within 6, and out of 9 of both the Vindictors and the Annihilators. Then in the charge phase came round to take down one of the Annihilators.
Indeed.
Charges also, we took out a dragon with the Hulking Brute and Madden, not Hulking Brute, sorry, the Destructive Bulk and Madden trait with the Maw Crusher, which left him alone, not able to fight. The Brutes then came and slammed into the remaining dragons. The guys over here just came and charged into the Reclusians and the Celestant. The Gut Rippers came and charged into the Liberators. Over this way, the Sludge Raker Beast came and
Too fast for the camera.
The Sludge Raker Beast, I'm trying to just get as much as possible done. The Sludge Raker Beast and the Gut Rippers came up this way and slammed into the Lord Veritan, no longer here. The Companions and the Rye over here. And the Gore Grunters hit into Neve.
This was mental.
Then we got to combat.
Yeah, it's not even combat.
And as you can see, a lot of things have been deleted.
Yeah, like, we don't need to go through this. You killed Lord Veritant.
One
He's
Veritant gone. One Companion gone.
Gone. Stormcast
Both dragons gone. 2 of 3 Reclusions
2 or 3 Reclusions gone. Liberators went in the last turn, but I've got 2 left out of my 5 over
3
here.
Liberators over here. Gone. We lost 1, 2,
This
3,
is
4,
from
5, 6. We lost 6 of the Rippers over here to the Companions.
Gone.
We lost 1 of the Gore Grunters to Neve alone.
Gone.
We lost 1 Gut Ripper over here to the Liberators. We took 8 wounds out of 12 on the Big Pig. We took 2 wounds against the Reclusians. And that was the end of the turn.
So interestingly, what I've realised is this turn is obviously going to be speeded up for your benefit because this took 1 hour and 1 minute. My turn 1, because this is still round 1.
Yeah.
My turn was 33 minutes because we had less fighting. If this was a tournament, with round 1, we've taken most of our allotted
Done
time.
an hour and a half with the 2.5
We
hours.
have, like,
However, that would
yeah.
be a 2,000 point game, not a 4,000 point game.
So we're like, oh, this would be the end of the game at this point because, oh, okay, yeah, good go. Good shot. Anyway,
Right,
yeah,
that was the round. I took this objective off you.
you did. That's yours now.
Whoops. That was 2.
It was 2.
I haven't taken these 2,
No, you
so
haven't.
yours. I continue to keep my homes.
Yeah,
So I get 1, 2 and more.
you do.
I get the take an objective off you for
You
restless.
do. Yep.
And I killed your dragons, which was one of the 3 things you wanted me to
Yes,
kill.
yes, they were. Yeah, I didn't want you to kill them, but yes.
Well, you did
Yeah, I know.
technically
Yeah,
because marked them.
I gave you a token. Yes.
So
Just being silly.
that is the end of the round at 20-8. Which is when this game's going to finish.
Oh, but we can't because Steve's got a dinner date.
Yes. Date of Destiny. So that is the round 1. 20-8 in the Ironjawz Kruleboyz Uncivil War favour.
Yeah.
Shall we roll for round 2?
Yeah, I'm going to use one of your green dice. Yeah.
I'll use one of your Stormcast. It's a 5.
It's a 1.
I can't double turn you because if I double turn you, I'll lose the ability to.
These are rolling really badly.
I know, I've been playing
Okay,
them.
yeah. Mine are actually rolling okay.
I don't want to double turn you because if I double turn you, I'll lose the
Can't get
ability to
tactics.
get the I won't get tactics at all, and you'll also take one of the coins off the Liberators and Taunus. But then I also don't want to give you a turn. No, we will go in order because it makes more sense.
Yep.
Although I'm 12 points ahead,
Yep.
excuse me, I'm still having the problem of you will then start to catch up.
I am
because
about to come at you with everything I've got.
You've got 500 points minimum in the Celestial Realm with Karazai still there, but also he's kind of screwed at the moment. There's not a lot of places where
Not
he can
really.
land without being within
Yeah.
9 inches of someone. So I'll give you space to clear. So yeah, we'll come to Stormcast. Now, I'll ask the question, do you want to use one of these 2 objectives and then do a line to one of the other ones to do the either D3 mortals to everything on that line, or the do you want to do the +1 to binding, casting, and
No, I want to do the line, please.
okay? Which objective are you?
That one over there, that far green one.
Yep, 2.
This one.
Okay, so I'm gonna use.
Yeah, mine is there.
Tape measure is going to be centre to centre.
Yep.
So
Is it mostly me?
it's going to touch the Reclusians,
Yep.
Terminus, my Manscure Bolt Boys,
Yep.
and I think it's just going to touch
It's touching that chanter.
that chanter as well. So shall we do individuals? Do you want to roll it or shall I?
Your dice are crap though.
I'll use your dice or you use your dice.
Okay, I'll roll your dice for mine. You can roll my dice for yours.
Okay, so for the Reclusian,
I'm just swapping camera hands because I'm right-handed. So.
for the Reclusian,
Yeah.
do they still have their 5 awards, or is that?
It was till the start of my next turn, so yeah.
Yes, so
We've
this
not started.
would happen at the beginning of the battle round then. So yeah, so roll for the Reclusian.
1. Is it D3?
It's a D3 mortals,
Okay,
yeah.
so 1.
So 1, and he is taking it. So that
Okay.
will go down to, because you count down, don't you?
I count down.
That's it.
Yep.
Reclusion done. Terminus.
1.
I
want me
couldn't
to
say
roll
because
that
it's not
again?
on a flat surface.
Okay, fine. 6.
So 3.
3.
I don't know how many wounds he has in total. So
Well, don't worry, we'll sort that out in a minute.
6. So it's 3.
fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So then
Yep.
we come to, it'll be my 2 boys.
Go
So for the Manscure Bolt Boys, that is a 1.
Okay.
And then for the War Chanter, he'll take 3.
3.
So
Okay.
I'll sort that out
Yeah,
on
because
my
you know
side
how
in a
your things
second.
go. I've got a random dice there, was that
That was from rolling a save at the end of the
perfect?
turn.
Okay.
That.
Yep. Okay. So shall we get ready for Stormcast Turn 2?
Stormcast Turn 2.
Okay.
Then we get to the end.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
did some killing. We killed 2 heroes. Bastion killed your Rhino, and those Annihilators annihilated Keith on Kitty.
Or the Sludge Beast for those that don't know my nicknames.
Beast, that's the one. But you killed mine. You killed my 2 Liberators that were left. You killed Celestin Ton Dracoth, who was pretty much next to them. I've brought Iridan down from the sky, but he was too far away to be able to charge in and fight. You've reduced Taunus to 2 wounds. It's got 2 wounds. You've killed Neve, but her companions and Larai are still standing. And then that was kind of it. I killed your 2 heroes. I killed some Gut Rippers, but nothing else major. So in terms of scores, I get 1 and 2.
So 7 points, 8 points there.
And then I get my first cut off the head from Master the Paths, where I have to kill an enemy hero.
Yes.
I've killed none of your ones that have tokens, so I don't think we're going to get any intercept and recover, but
nope.
You never know.
So a 13-point turn.
Yeah, a 13-point turn.
Added to your already 8 points from round 1, so it's 21 in your favour against my 20 from round 1.
20.
It's been a very thirsty turn into CP as well.
That was so fast, that turn, but it was still 35 minutes.
Yes. However, we are quickly starting to disappear on the board.
As we annihilate things, we are.
I know you've got the ability to bring something back with a CP.
Don't think I'll be doing it.
But you've got, if we go, not in terms of pointing out, because the things you've got are quite good as well. So we've got Karazai and a set of 3 Annihilators in the Celestial Realms. Yeah. Couldn't come down because of my placements.
Yeah.
You've got Liberators, Iridan. You've got a hidden Reclusian and Terry Terminus down there. You've got 2 wounds left on Taunus.
Yep.
You've got the Annihilators over here. Oh, Bastion, I've just scanned over, apologies.
It's okay. Those Annihilators
6 Annihilators.
Are reinforced.
Goddess. Relictor.
Don't know.
Vindictors over here. And that is you in terms. So you are vastly starting to lose shields.
Yeah.
But also you are clearing out Annihilators, clearing out Orruks left, right and centre. So it is actually getting to a point of going, who will be the one to get to the...
Yeah.
It's basically that thing of in old school 40k, not for Age of Sigmar or Old World as you'd call it.
We are getting somewhere.
We're starting to get to routing, basically.
Yeah.
People are running away because they've lost leadership.
I'm going to scrub off my heroes that have died, which was Celestant.
Okay, well, I think whilst you do your admin, we will come into the Uncivil War Turn 2.
Yes.
Back in a moment.
Bye-bye.
monster. I'm so tired. So, we've just had a very lengthy discussion because things are going swimmingly, but also bad. Depends which side.
Things are going interestingly, and
So,
you'll notice that there's still a lot of stuff on the board.
Yes. So the problem with, and not being rude when I say this, the problem with your Stormcast collection is because of the sheer missing amount of synergy, and it's like a jigsaw piece missing several pieces. You're now having the problem of two very put together jigsaw pieces, because there are synergies that I've used, like the 10 brutes and like using the soggies, because you've got a lot of infantry and charging and stuff like that. So there are a lot of bits that, as you can see on the board, there is just a massive triangle of control from the Orruks, and the Stormcast has been pushed into these two corners here. There is a very scary and problematic bubble of 5 Annihilators there still, but as we were just discussing, the big problem for you at the moment is this big bird.
He can't come down. There's no place. We're about to go into round 3. If he doesn't arrive by the start of the 4th round, he dies, or whatever's in the Celestial Realm dies.
Yes.
There is nowhere on this board, because of the size of his base and the need to be 9 inches away from an orc, there's nowhere on this board that he can land. You'd think over here, but he's just too big and that wall is in the way.
I'm not being evil when I say this, but I have genuinely been panicking, going, I need to shut down anything coming down.
He just can't land anywhere and be safely 9 inches away from people. So he is going to die in the Celestial Realm this turn because I can't bring him down.
Which is basically why the conversation was happening is. So to give you a realisation, we're at 30 to 21 at the end of my turn. I control 5 of the 6 objectives on the board. I just needed this one over here, which has guards and a set of 4 Vindictors on the board to get the win and do another set of points there. Ironically, I also need to kill... No, it isn't them. I was about to say it's Taunus. Taunus, because he healed and then deleted my Gnash Tooth, I can't take that token. So what happened essentially in the hero phase was we set up by summoning the Orruk Warclans, buffing Gobsprak, who's just been sat on his little branch at the back essentially. He hasn't even bothered moving, which is kind of why I want him there rather than having the Vulture, who's more fighty if you had the unnamed version. But we summoned the Orruk Warclans, that then allowed us to summon the Marsh Pit to block Bastion out the way for a bit, because we didn't want him coming through into our softer area of the units. Nothing else really happened other than we healed 4 hit points on the...
How many has he taken? 4.
He's now taken 4, yeah. He healed 4 on him because the War Chanter got healing a fix and beat. And then we just, again, we did a little shuffle forwards with... These guys started to come this way just in case we could try and help there. These guys piled round into the Reclusion and the Terminus. These guys charged up here, took out Iridan. These guys lost 3 trying to block up the Vindictors, but managed to take that objective. The main problem was over here, where my poor 3 little Vindictors, my Gut Rippers, had to suffer 6 Annihilators. Luckily, the killer boss came up and did 2 mortals with the Stabbergrot, getting rid of him into the companions, getting rid of the other one, and then also did 2 mortals into the Annihilators, killing an Annihilator. But the 2 Gut Rippers up here that have the 2 Gorgrunters over here that came over trying to take this objective had to suffer Gardas coming around and also being slapped. So it's down literally, this one here is on 1 wound remaining. So it's kind of a very heavy, problematic turn at the moment. We come in, we rolled for priority as part of our conversation to see where things would go. I won the priority, but didn't want to double turn because it would slow down my scoring, but also would mean that I essentially would move in a way that you would then have a movement phase where Karazai could come down. So I would give you the priority so I know I kill Karazai. Those 3 Annihilators might be able to land somewhere depending on how things go.
They can. I've already figured out where they can go, but it's just Karazai can't. So yeah, I think let's play this turn.
Let's play the turn. We'll start with Stormcast turn 1. Sorry, turn 3. and then we'll go into the depending on how that goes, and then also how we feel at the end of that turn as well.
Yeah.
We'll talk about what we're going to do, if it'll be a talk out at the end of that turn, or if we need to play my turn free to just confirm it, essentially.
Yeah.
But we'll deal with that in a minute.
See where it goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back in a moment for Stormcast Turn 3. Hi.
Hi! We're so knackered. Basically, it's halfway through Stormcast Turn 3, and
Well,
we've...
no, it's back end because it was in combat.
Yeah, it's halfway through Stormcast Turn 3.
Okay, that's fine.
I just think of combat as being like... Yeah, but I get
It's
what
the
you
last part of the turn.
mean. Yeah,
Anyway.
I get what you mean. But we haven't finished it, that's what I was saying. Anyway, it's Stormcast Turn 3. We're during the combat phase. We've kind of agreed to end the game there. So I brought a set of 3 Annihilators down from the Celestial Realm. They charged the brutes, they did some damage. The big pig has killed them. And then we've kind of talked out the rest of it. So because of their charge, they gave the brutes strike last, so the brutes can't do anything till the end. But we've sort of gone, would Taunus kill the brutes? We did a little test of his rolls and they were bad. So no. Would the brutes kill Taunus? Probably. We kind of worked out that I would take back that objective over here, but wouldn't take this centre one. So
you go 1 and 2.
I'd end the turn with 1 and 2. I tried to charge the big cabbage in the middle, but couldn't get the charge that I needed to get into him with my Annihilators, so they will go over there. Which annoyingly then, Karazai could have come down. If we're saying that I kill them.
Yeah, but he can't come down in my turn.
No, I know he can't. So yeah, that's where it is. I'm on 27 or something.
29 to 30 at that point.
29 to 30 at that point. What was that?
Someone dropped something outside.
Yeah.
So at that point, you'd get your 29 to 30 with that.
Yeah.
We'd then have the thing of going into my round. I'm absolutely agreeing with you. You delete those Manticore bot boys that you charged
they're shooters,
into.
not fighters.
You clear that Gorgrunter and kill a boss with 1 wound each. Like we said, you had 1 hit here. If Taunus does D3 damage, so at most you'll kill 1 of the brutes, but then the 5 of them going into him with all our attack as well. They're 3 damage each. He's an infantry unit. It would be a... You've seen they are my version of your Annihilators.
Yeah.
So they do that massive amounts of damage. Happy to agree. Over here, you'd take that one over with the 5 versus 5 Gut Rippers versus Vindictors. Your saves are better. Mine are shite.
Yeah.
And also, we've got no rend whatsoever.
You've got so much stuff over this side of the board as well.
And that's why when going into my next turn, it would basically just be okay, I'm going to push you into one corner. I would come out here, delete whatever survived here with the pigs, with the Gorgrunters and the Morgrunter. The Morcrusher and that one would come this way and try to delete things.
I could potentially have taken a token from him later on in the game.
Well, that's the thing, is like there are pluses and bonuses to both sides.
Yeah.
But in a talk out, you are now essentially down to, once that happens, you'd be down to Taunus, who gets deleted potentially in this turn, a set of 5 Annihilators, which is going to have the entire might of the army go at them.
Yeah.
And then a Guardus and a set of Vindictors over here, which, yes, could survive a couple of rounds, but there is also the thing of I'm then focusing everything into them when I've got, looking at the board, about 2,000 points still with what's left. So although you could claw back a Pyrrhic victory, or maybe even a close defeat,
I think it would basically just be going, let's see how much I win by or
Yeah.
you lose less sort of thing.
Yeah. So yeah, we are stopping the game, which is a shame because the game has been really fun, and I just want to keep playing it for like another 3 hours. We don't have another 3 hours.
Unfortunately, yeah, I need to go out, and also, like we both agreed, the writing was on the wall at the beginning of this turn.
Yeah.
So even though you've done there is a chance to push back the already foregone conclusion. You would still make it. Actually, it wasn't as bad as it was, but there'd still be the thing of at the end of the day, the Stormcast are sent back to Azir, and the Orruks run around going the few that survive potentially.
Very small party.
But yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of been our last game of, I was about to say Nonsense Hammer, that's not right. Last game of this General's Handbook.
You found out here first, and so did I.
Yeah, we all found out at the same time.
But yeah, that's the General's Handbook. Hopefully, after the fun of the end of June, we'll be able to know where we land.
Yeah.
We're planning, if current plans of this filming, we'd be moving the 2,000 point games to the 15th of a month now. So it gives us time to film the first game of the General's Handbook if it comes out when we think it is.
Oh yeah, we are doing that. Yeah, sorry, I forgot we were moving to the 15th.
But you'll see as it comes and happens because of obviously we don't know until it happens.
We don't know anything.
That's
fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was very fun to throw a load of models down. I'd like to see how it goes.
I very much enjoyed this. Maybe for the first game of the new General's Handbook, we also do 4,000 points.
The problem is I'm just struggling to get more 4,000 points in response. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. You can have the Orruks next time and I'll do the Stormcast.
Okay, fine, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
But yes.
Love that.
Until then, it has been 0 days since your last nonsense. Bye.
Bye.